In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
You are looking out over a horde of demons.
It's a lot of demons.
It's a lot of demons.
Wow, that's a lot of demons.
It's nighttime. They're burning fires. You're illusionists. What do you want to do?
Well,
Wearing
guys,
sunglasses.
I can't help but think about those 5 demons we just killed, and that there's 5 of us. So we could, just look like them.
Yeah.
And waltz on in there, maybe.
Just had a brilliant idea to go as a bunch of turtles just for master of disguise purposes.
Yeah.
Turtle.
We still got this wagon, which conveniently is a place of power for at least another couple of weeks. I could maybe use that to disguise us all with some illusions, make us look like those sticky gum monsters.
Gumwads.
Well, damn it, I like it. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, that's what I'm gonna go for.
All right. So in the place of power, you want to weave the illusion to turn you all 5 of you, Valley included, into gum monsters.
Please tell me she's going to fix her crossbow first.
Okay. You do this, and it strikes you. Especially Uorag, who heard them communicating. They only spoke to each other in one way. By going gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Everybody got that?
That was what they said as they chased Uorag through the forest.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
All right. Gurgle, gurgle.
Yep.
Okay. So, you use your place of power to create this spell, and you do get some help from Valley. She's willing to help you put together, and your friends all need to take some of the gum from the last fight. Some of it's still stuck to their outfits. Chew it up and add it to the tincture.
All right. Well, put it in your mouth.
Damn it. You know what? I'm going back to dead.
Seppuku.
It's much harder to do with a symbol.
It's a lot messier.
I can give you a hand.
Want to borrow the axe?
All right, yeah, I need you guys to chew on some of this and then spit it in my little goblet there. And
I got a big piece. You want me to break it in 2?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm going to do it, but then when I go to spit it in the goblet, I'm going to miss and hit you in the chest with it.
Scoop it up with the goblet. Yeah, and then I'm gonna mix that around and finish up the ritual, and everyone's got to have a sip.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
Yeah.
But the good news is it'll last till sundown tomorrow.
Sweet. So I'm going to walk around and maybe in circles
Waddle.
around the carriage and practice my waddle.
You got the moves.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
You got the words.
Gurgle, 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 gurgle.
Okay, so it's a place of power. You guys make this happen. This is how it just happens. You are good. This is successful. You have become the bubblegum And you make your way toward the demon camp, I assume?
represent the bubblegum gang. Bubblegum gang.
Yep.
All right. So you defeated a 5-pack, and now you are that returning 5-pack heading back. So you make it past the guards without even them really questioning it. And like I said, the demon camp is huge. There are roughly 400 to 500 demons that are camped in the area. Many of them are asleep around the fires. Some of them are working on new fortifications. The temple appears to have guards at the front door that you see, but nobody has impeded your path so far as you go.
So there's guards at the front door. Is there anyone going like in and out of the temple?
Yep, construction workers.
What are they carrying?
Parts of like wood, some tree that they cut down, boards, some stones.
One guy's got a wrench.
Yeah.
Is there a pile of materials around?
Yep.
Cool.
Go over and grab some boards.
I'm gonna grab a plunger.
Okay, so you guys stick yourself to the plunger and like grab it, but it looks like you're
It's like
gooey.
poking out at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Head right on up into that temple.
All right, this continues to be successful. You head right on up, you pass the first 2 guards, and you go into the main area, or into the temple. Inside, there are several rooms. There is, at the very beginning, a giant war room with, like, a big table and drawn-out maps. Like, it's used with charcoal to draw out a map of the surrounding area to kind of figure out where they're at. And they're looking at putting up like forts inside the forest and pushing the spiders back to make a fortress here. So yeah, that's the war room that you first see.
Okay.
We should definitely check that out.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle. Gurgle, gurgle. Gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Okay.
Gonna carry my board right on over by that table and take a little closer look at that and see anything surprising about it that I don't know. I just see they're planning on just expanding throughout the forest and pushing the spiders back to make their defenses is what.
What'd you roll?
That's 10 plus whatever stat.
It would be
Discern
realities.
13.
Okay, so you get to ask 3 questions of that.
What should I be on the lookout for?
What you should be on the lookout for is different packs that they've dispatched. So you can see where they have packs that they put on the outliers. One of them is the pack of smokes that's in the general area that you had defeated them. They were supposed to maintain that specific area. So you can see not only that, but there are other demon packs spread throughout the Illusion Nation that they have dispatched to go to different places.
Who's really in control here?
You see there is a scroll with a report written on it addressing the Lord Commander Anchovies on Pumpkin Pie.
There's that name again. Gurgle, 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 gurgle.
What here is not what it appears to be.
Us.
You know?
That's a terrible question. Ask
There
another one.
is an imp running around this main room, barking orders at people about the construction. And everybody's calling the imp Master Nameless. And you would assume, being an imp, that it would be the lowest form of the demons, because that's what you've experienced so far. But this one's running around bossing people like crazy.
Nameless is the like lieutenant, right? I mean, gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
What was that? Gurgle, gurgle.
You also see kind of a layout, a small model of the temple that you're in. So you could get a layout of what each room is and where you want to go. And in that, you see there is the war planning room that you're in right now. Next to that, there is a torture chamber, kitchen just beyond that. They're like connected, really. Treasury. The treasury is right next to the Lord Commander Anchovies on Pumpkin Pie's bedroom, and just beyond those 2 places is the portal room. And you can go through it's like you go through one of those or the other. So you can either go through the kitchen or go through the torture room. And then you can either go through the treasury or go through the Lord Commander Anchovies on Pumpkin Pie's bedroom. And then you end up in the portal room. So you can choose one of the two to go through.
I vote the torture room.
And then the treasury.
Yes.
Yes.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle.
I think we're all on the same page.
Okay.
Gurgle, gurgle.
All right. So you leave the big war planning room and head on into the treasury.
Yeah.
All right, the treasury.
Torture room first, right?
Oh yeah, treasure room. Sorry, torture room. Jesus, you head through the torture room. So the torture room, surprisingly, has not really been utilized a whole lot. There are some spider bits, some arachnid bits that are about, hung on the wall and stuff. Looks like they caught them and then pulled the legs off them and stuff.
Oh,
rude. But outside of that, there's no like humans that have been tortured, humanoid creatures that have been tortured here or anything like that. They just haven't really brought people back to do that sort of thing at this point. They haven't been established here that long.
Is there birthday decorations though? Like they're planning a party in here later?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's what Nameless has actually been barking orders at everyone for, because there's a construction, but there's also the birthday party. So it's a big thing. They've got streamers.
Just assume that's where demons would have it, isn't it?
The torture room. They've got a cake there. It's wonderful.
They booked it many, many weeks in
Cake made of
advance.
fingers.
The spiders weren't actually there to be tortured. They were just ingredients.
the spider cake.
So you make it through that room with no problems. That is the easy room. Now you come up to where you can either split to go to the treasury or to the bedroom. And you chose the treasury?
Yep.
The treasury's door is locked.
All right, can you sweet talk it open? Gurgle, gurgle. Never mind, gurgle.
What's the door made of?
It's made of stone.
You have to speak gurgle gurgle to it, though.
Look around. Is there anybody else nearby?
There is, but you can wait until they finish passing by and get a moment alone.
Okay. So
right.
yeah, I'll patiently wait until I got a clearer opening.
Okay.
Spirits of stone and wood, will you let us in?
You hear the door go,
My other bits. They cut off my other bits to make me into a door. I was a part of the mountain and now my bits are... Is that my bit over there? I can see it! I can see it!
Perhaps if you let us in, we can return you to the mountain.
Gods, why? Why have they cut me into pieces?
I believe the door might be somewhat inconsolable.
I will let you make a roll to see if you can get it to... Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
With your modifier?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I will let you in. If you bring those 4 stones over and put them on me, please, just reattach them. You're made of goop. Just goop them to me, please.
Okay. I don't actually have goop, but I do have some poultices and stuff that I carry with my medicine.
I see you're literally made of goop.
I didn't say that to him. I was just...
oh
Yeah.
I thought you were saying it too.
No.
You may
okay.
tear off a piece.
So yeah, I'll gather up some stones and see if I can, lodge them in someplace.
All right. So you go pick up a stone, and he's like,
Yes, that one. Put it on my lower half. Oh, I missed you.
Gurgle, gurgle.
you stick it to it. Yeah. Okay. And you go to grab another one. It's like,
Not that one. That was Terry. Next to that one.
Chuck it over my shoulder. Garble.
all right. So, So a couple demons walk by as you're like loading up these stones onto this stone, and once you've got them all like lodged up against him, he's like,
Okay, just a moment. Let me work some...
crack, and you hear as the handle on the other side unlock, and the treasury room opens to you.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle.
And while the fools break into the treasury, we are going to break for commercial.
This portion of A Fool's Quest is brought to you in part by...
Ed's chocolate-covered caffeine pills are the only all-natural stimulant loaded with more chocolate than Wonka's factory and enough caffeine to give a friggin' elephant a heart attack. Now, you can stay up all day and all night thinking about just how fat your ass is actually getting eating up all that chocolate. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Do not take Ed's chocolate-covered caffeine pills if you are allergic to Ed's chocolate caffeine pills. No, I never understood why they fucking do that. That's so stupid. If you were fucking allergic to it, you ain't gonna take the damn shit in the first place. And besides, how the fuck do you know that you're allergic to Ed's chocolate-covered caffeine pills unless you've taken Ed's chocolate-covered caffeine pills? What the fuck? That's just dumb.
And now let's get back to the fun. Gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Okay, we're in like Flynn.
Yeah, so you guys make it in. There you see a small imp that's in there with a clipboard, and they're writing off all the spaces, like A1, A2, A3, doing inventory. And they come in and they're like,
oh my gosh, are you guys here to drop off more stuff?
I look around, somewhat confused, point to the plunger. Gurgle, gurgle.
I'm gonna hold up my board. Gurgle, gurgle.
We'll put them in columns Q1 and Q2.
I'm just gonna hold it up again. Gurgle, gurgle.
Yes, it's Q1,
Gurgle.
Q... Oh, God.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
You cinnamon fucks. Just put them in the Q section.
I'll waddle over to just some random location. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
You know what? I'll do it myself.
and she goes storming out of the room, and she's like,
Bradley eating cauliflower. Bradley eating cauliflower. Come here, please.
I'll pull the door shut behind her.
Shit.
Click.
Yep.
oh, okay.
Now I'm gonna take a look around the treasury.
Just stay through the door.
So the treasury right now only has a handful of things in here. Give me an intelligence roll.
11.
11. The handful of things that are in here are all cursed. All of them.
Ick.
Hey, listen, Gurgles. I don't think we should mess with any of this stuff. I'm pretty sure it's all cursed.
Okay. Onto the portal chamber then.
Yeah.
I know somebody that takes cursed stuff, though.
You're not wrong.
Here, put your plunger in Q2, and I stick my board in Q1.
You know, we should just move everything around. Just piss that guy off.
I'm going to keep the plunger.
Shuffle space.
I don't think we should touch it. But that would be hilarious. So maybe it's worth it. Nah, probably not. Yeah, so we'll stick the board and the plunger in Q1 and Q2, and then onto the portal room.
Oh, Uorag says he's keeping the plunger.
Oh, you're keeping the plunger?
Yeah.
All right, I'll stick the board in Q1.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you can go through the back. There is another locked door on the back end that you can unlock and walk through. Both of the doors lock from the inside, unless you have the key, obviously. So you unlock the back door and you go through, and it takes you into the portal room. In the portal room, you see a giant portal. It is about 17 to 18 feet tall, and it's the same amount wide. Giant circular portal that's in there. Kind of Stargate-esque, only way bigger. And you see there's nobody coming in and out of it right now, but it is still active. Just below the portal, you see a small suspension bridge that is sitting right on the ground, right in the center of where the portal meets the floor. It's like a little artifact, a little item that's like a toy suspension bridge.
Just sitting there, or is it look secured?
It looks secured. Yep. Not like super secured, but like it's got two blocks on either side of it holding it in place so it doesn't get kicked or knocked over or anything.
Just like bricks? Holding it there?
Just wooden blocks.
Just wooden blocks?
Yep.
Gurgle, gurgle. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go pick up that little bridge.
Okay.
Gurgle, gurgle.
So you walk
I'll watch
over
his back.
and you pick up the small bridge. And before you do it, I'm gonna... No, okay. Defy danger.
Oh.
As an iron cage falls from the ceiling to catch you.
Oh. I'm gonna dive out the way. Wait. That's as I pick up the bridge that the iron cage falls?
You pick up the bridge and the blocks move and an iron cage falls from the ceiling to land on you.
I'm gonna try to kick one of the blocks to land under the corner of it.
Ooh.
So that there's a gap and then I'll be able to slide through because I'm thinking. Can I use intelligence for that?
Man.
It's probably dexterity.
Yeah, I was gonna say agility. Or dexterity, yeah.
Now I roll a 3.
Now you roll a 3?
Now I rolled a 3.
Okay.
All those other great rolls tonight.
You didn't notice that the small blocks, even though you moved them, you kind of like lifted them up. They're also anchored to the ground on one end. So when you went to kick it, you just stubbed your foot really bad and you take 1 point of embarrassment damage. And the metal cage lands around you. And you hear someone with a giant roaring voice go,
Who the fuck touched my bridge?
Gurgle, gurgle.
And into the room comes Lord Commander Anchovies on Pumpkin Pie wielding a giant war mace and chainmail with spikes on it. Or no, he wields a giant war mace and a chain with spikes up and down the links. So he's got 2 weapons.
When I picked the bridge up, did anything happen to the portal?
Not until you do something with the bridge. Kind of like you had to screw the Sphinx together.
Yeah.
There's something you have to do to deactivate the suspension bridge.
Alright.
And he's gonna charge into the room to find out what happened with Eddie locked in a cage. The other 4 of you, though, I will say will get an attack on him because he doesn't realize that you're not demons. If you choose.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. I'll, as he comes in, I'll just approach him with the plunger. Gurgle, 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 gurgle.
Okay, he'll reach down to take the plunger from you.
Gurgle, 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 gurgle.
Give it here.
Gurgle.
Give it here.
He takes it from you and he whacks him on the head with it. He doesn't. Yeah, no, that doesn't hit. That's a 6 to hit.
Did he drop one of his other weapons to
So
do
he
that?
he swings and he thinks he's gonna hit you in the goop because it's an illusion. It kind of just goes through the illusion, and he's like,
What the?
Did he drop one of his other weapons to do that?
"Oh yeah, well he has his chain like on his thing." Yeah.
Gurgle, gurgle. I'm gonna cast Blink on myself and see if I can phase through the bars of this cage.
Oh, all right.
His perspective. His rum squeeze.
That's a 7, so I will forget the spell out.
Like the T1000.
Okay. All right.
I'd rather not attract attention.
All right. So you phased right through. How's that look?
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, what happens is I momentarily shift into the ethereal.
There it is.
What was that? One more time.
What happens is I momentarily shift into the ethereal plane and just step through the bars, but what it looks like is this gum monster just mushing through the bars. Because I still look like a gum monster.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you able to hide the suspension bridge while you're doing this?
I'll just stick it behind my back.
Okay. And I rolled for him to try and see, but he did not see the suspension bridge.
Oh, see, I was distracting him.
He was distracted by your plunger and by trying to whack you. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna
Watching in awe.
gurgle, gurgle, and walk past him into his room, and just start like bumping into stuff and knocking it down on my way to his room.
God damn it, get out of there! How did you get in there?
Gurgle, gurgle. Gurgle, gurgle. I'm gonna walk back into the treasury and Gurgle and Beck and everyone else come with me. Gurgle, gurgle.
I'm going to make one more roll for him. I might let you guys just walk in and out without fighting him. I'm going to make one more roll. If it's a 7 or higher, he sees it, though. Oh, that's a 10. So you walk past him with the suspension bridge still behind you. Yeah. And he's like, what? And he takes the plunger and just chucks it at you.
Can I catch it?
You can try. That's a 10 to hit. So I'll let you take the hit.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the hit.
Okay, so that's not 2d6 for him. Where are my 2d8?
We have the fucking wagon in this bitch.
No,
we left
I
that
see you left that out.
No,
there.
we left it out.
The place of power. I don't think you want to bring a place of power into a bunch of demons.
We left
we
it
just-
out in the woods.
Yeah, I think we probably webbed it into the tree line.
Lord Commander Anchovies on Pumpkin Pie chucks this plunger so hard it does 11 points of damage as it smashes into you.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
And I guess we're like into initiative at this point. What do you guys want to do?
Pull the door shut and lock it.
Yes, that's what was going to be my move when he walked in.
You're gonna leave Uorag in the room with him. Okay.
But this is his bedroom, and I'm hoping it's got the same kind of door, and you can just run in there and pull the door shut and lock it. Leave him in there in the portal room, and then I'll figure out the bridge. We'll turn the portal off, and he'll just stay in there. No, I'm gonna.
He does have a key ring on his belt, by the way, so you assume he can get through this.
I assume he had the keys. The Lord Commander. I am going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Once you're in the room?
Yep, I'm going to turn invisible with this bridge.
Yep, okay.
Except no, I'm not. Because that's a 3.
Oh, man. What?
Oh, man, indeed.
I'm going to give you the option. You are holding a cursed artifact in your hand, right?
Oh.
And so far, nothing's really happened because it was by the portal and it has been powering that portal. But if you're going to cast, one of two things are going to happen. You're either going to drop the suspension bridge and it's going to become invisible for 1d10 rounds, or it does the opposite of invisibility and you brighten up like a beacon for 1d10 rounds where everyone can see you.
I'll drop it.
Okay. So it sparks in your hand as you try to cast invisibility. Like, zzz, little power jolts through it of magic, and it turns invisible. And roll a d10 to find out how many rounds of combat this thing is invisible and you cannot find the suspension bridge. So much for escaping combat.
We were so close.
You were so close. I almost gave it to
by
you.
breaking shit in his room, it didn't work.
I almost gave it to you.
2.
You guys get so lucky with that shit. All right. 2 rounds. All right, so not including this one. So you guys got to survive 2 rounds of it being invisible and on the floor somewhere before Eddie can find it. But you're in the treasury with the item somewhere in there.
And the Lord Commander Anchovies on Pumpkin Pie.
Yep. Who wants to go after Eddie?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm gonna gurgle, Adira, gurgle. She knows.
If you know, you know.
Gurgle.
That's not the sound gum makes.
So yeah, you get No healing because you're full health, but you get 4d4 damage.
Already.
Then I'm gonna run around to the other side of the cage. Just trying to dance around the cage from the demon.
Oh, are you not going through his bedroom?
Oh, wait,
you were in his bedroom, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you can run back out of his bedroom, around him, and over to the cage if you want, but I wouldn't advise that.
Gurgle, gurgle, Adira. Close the door.
Still blinking, huh? Because I had cast blink to get through the cage. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, cool.
But you forgot it, so you can't cast it again.
I did forget it.
Yeah.
When you blink into the ethereal realm, is there a chance you could see the bridge?
I don't think it's ethereal, though. It's just invisible. Right?
Yeah, it's just invisible.
Can you grab him and blink into the ethereal realm?
No, I can't take it with me.
No.
You say put him in the fucking cage.
Charge him into the cage. And then...
I can get in the cage. That's not a problem.
All right, who's after either Adira or Uorag?
Well, they're all doing their thing, so I'll go last.
Okay, Adira, you're up.
I don't. Where are we? Are we just in his bedroom?
No, you're in the portal room right now.
Bill's in the
bedroom. Eddie's in the treasury. You three are in the portal room with him, with the Lord Commander Anchovies on pumpkin pie.
Can I not join Eddie?
Yeah, you can run in with Eddie.
Yeah, let's run in and join Eddie.
Okay. All right. So yeah, if you want to make that your turn, you can easily skirt around, evade any kind of attack, and make it there. Yeah.
Gurgle.
Waddle my butt in there.
I will say that Valley.
God damn it. How long has she been here?
The whole time.
She creates a third bubble, or a sixth bubblegum demon that pokes its head out of the bedroom where Bill had just gone in. And it just pokes its head out, and it's like, gurgle, gurgle. And starts meandering toward the portal, like it's going to go in it. And then she's going to slowly tiptoe her little halfling self over toward the treasury as well. And that takes us to Uorag's turn.
Yeah. What do I do? So, you're safe. You two are safe in the treasury for now.
I mean,
Us three.
He's still right there trying to kill us. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Safe is relative.
Safe.
But I have my my plunger back now, right?
Yeah, because he chucked it at you.
Beat the shit out of me with it.
Yeah. You intercepted it. You plunged with it.
All right. I'll just look at him mean, gurgle, gurgle, and then I'll smack him with it.
Okay. All right. And you do your normal damage with a plunger.
Yeah.
So.
It's a sturdy plunger.
God damn it.
It's not as sturdy as I thought.
Nope.
What was it?
That's a crit fail.
Crit fail. All right. So you take a swing at him.
It's a double snake eyes.
With the plunger.
Well,
and
don't you roll that again?
Oh, yeah. See how bad it gets.
Was that another one? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
You suck!
One more.
I need another 6-sided.
No. Keep going with that one.
You do snake eyes again, you have to go to jail. Like, you have to go commit a crime and call the cops on you.
All right. So that's a 7.
Okay.
That's how it works.
You just have to park your car near some bicycles.
So 2 in a row, he decides to try and grab it. But he tries to grab it with his chain, the spike chain that he's got, and he slashes it out at the same time that you slash at him. And that chain wraps around your arm and pulls you forward and breaks out of your illusion.
Cool.
You are now normal Uorag.
Just look at him like, gurgle.
It's like the red capture color game.
And he isn't going to do damage with that, with your critical, but he's about to hit you now, and he's got you looped in his grasp. So that is a hit, but you get to hit him back. Mm-hmm. So that's good. And he hit you for maximum damage. 18 points of damage. As he uses his spike chain to bring you forward and just brings his war mace down and smashes you on your chest.
Get over here!
I do damage to him too?
Oh yeah, you do damage to him, which is good.
9.
Okay, yeah, 9 is good. So I will have you all know this is the big bad of this season. So this is as big and bad as they get. So I'm very sorry if he's about to fuck your life up.
Oh, it could happen.
It already did happen to Bill.
That was before the big. That was the wind up.
I don't know. It seemed pretty big and bad to me.
All right.
You got taken out by gum.
So this is round number 1 that it's still invisible.
Yeah.
Eddie.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Uorag because I just saw him get smashed with a gigantic war mace.
Yes, thank you.
Well, first I'm going to light a smoke. And actually, I'm going to cast it through my wand of that double
Doubles
vision.
the spell?
Yeah, wand of double vision. So I'll cast it on myself as well. And I get +1 to my spellcasting for that.
But -1 for having blink up.
-1 for having blink up. Oh, well that's an 11 on the dice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So Uorag, that is 7 hit points. And me, that is 7 hit points.
Wow. All right.
Right.
Bill, I believe you're next.
Back from the precipice of death.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling, Uorag?
Still in single digits, so.
That's sad.
It's like the hardest you've ever seen Uorag get hit in your life.
Gurgle, Uorag!
Gurgle, gurgle!
I'm gonna cheer Uorag on. That's a 6.
Oh no.
A 6. It's not great. I don't even remember what happens on a fail. I just that fails, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Alright, well. Gurgle.
So
Gurgle?
You didn't believe hard enough. It's your fault.
you play the symbol, and the Lord Commander reaches over with his hand and says,
Knock it off with that noise.
and he shuts the door, locking you in the room.
Joke's on you, I didn't want to come out.
Just start smashing his stuff. That'll distract him.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.